Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. It's SY here, and welcome to another Exos Heroes video. So we have a new batch notice, and there's a lot of stuff here, but most of them I feel like we covered them in past videos, like in the director notes. For example, this chapter 14, we already had those news, and this is new. Artist of Death, Shell. Shell is the new Fatecore for the new Fatecore theme, it seems. So for the synergy, we have only 4 Fatecores, which is weird, kind of weird. I don't know if they're gonna start with it again sometime in the future. Maybe they're doing some adjustment, I don't know. So we started with a new Fatecore theme, and the first one is Shell, and she is gold, and she seems like a very good character. I went just briefly over her kit, and she seems like a crazy character. So there is the passive. The cleanse 3 is the normal one that you get with the normal shell. So dimension leap, increase dodge for self by 40 and attack by 1000 when attacked. All dimension leap mark on self are removed after successful dodge, stacks up to 4 times. So when you attack Shell, she will gain 40 dodge and 1000 attack. When you attack her again and you hit her successfully, she's gonna gain another 40, another 1000, and that will go on for 4 times. Whenever she dodges, she's gonna lose all of those. So you better hope for the attacks to land, to actually hit Shell, and then you get a turn and launch an attack and destroy everything. So Night Carnival, increase critical hit of all allies by 100%. There is no conditions, nothing. That's awesome, man. That is crazy. And it's not over yet. So the puppet show, which is the skill that relies on Genai, afflicts a charmed enemy with the puppet show mark. Charmed is caused by Genai, as I said, so you need to have Genai. If an enemy marked with puppet show dies, reduce block of all enemies by 25%, and it will stack up to 4 times. So if you kill 4, it will be 100% less block, so they're not going to be able to block anything. That is also awesome, but of course in order for enemies to be charmed, they had to have less attack than Genai. Just remember that, okay? So to her kit, it's an AoE 2 mana. 2 mana is very low, and it's decent when it comes to damage. And decrease attack of all enemies afflicted with charm by 50% when the attack hits. So if the enemy dodges, this will not apply. If any of the targets are already charmed, because when you decrease the attack, then if they didn't have charm, they will have it, because the attack will be halved, and most likely Genai will have more attack by then, and then they will be afflicted with charm. So this will not apply if that happened. But if they already charmed, so if they already have less attack than Genai, then it will she will remove all the barriers from those enemies and will afflict nullify barriers. So dragon warriors, they're not gonna get any barriers if they have less attack than Genai. And if they do have, they will have their attack halved, and then the second turn you will attack with Shell and she will apply this, and it's 10 turns, so it's decent. And of course hallucinate, I believe that she has it in her basic form, even without the Fatecore. So reduce hit by 30 for 4 turns, so they might miss a lot more by afflicting the target with a hallucinate mark if the target is charmed. So she needs Genai for this also. So remember that without Genai there is no hallucinate, and there is no decrease attack and all of those things. Her ultimate her ultimate is a support ultimate, so there's no attack. She will increase attack of one ally except for the caster, so she cannot buff herself by 25% of own attack. Own attack, this is a little bit unfortunate because she doesn't have the best attack. She's a support unit, but the other things are already good. So if on attack for 7 turns, it's decent, so not bad. So removes all the status effects from the target. So if the target is freezed or stunned or anything, it will be gone, and the target will gain 3 mana and will grant status effect immunity, and will reset the target turn. So this is a little bit like the one with the Fatecore Lepin. Lepin heals and gives an extra turn immediately to the target that she healed, but in this case the target will gain attack and mana and status effect immunity. She seems like a very good character actually. So of course she's gold, so I always advise you to pull for gold units. It was always the case, except for Valentina. Valentina was a little bit meh. I don't know. She wasn't that good. But in case of Shell, I believe that she's gonna be very useful. So yeah, she's gonna be gold. So 28 core mileage, and of course there's the exclusive weapon and the eternal bond. We talked about this, I believe, in the director notes. So you're gonna be able to create a bond with one hero and eventually get it. I don't know how much it's gonna take to get this hero. And the unleash potential, just like with legendaries and rare heroes, now it's possible to unleash potential for fated heroes too. This might be a little bit scary, but it's really expensive even on rare and legendaries, so I don't know if it's gonna be more or as expensive with fated heroes, but it's not gonna be something easy. So yeah, but it's there. So if you like a character and you focus on this character, you might make it a crazy one. So we're gonna see. PvP content improvement, so this is the one with no more like 100-hour matches. It was awful, especially when you had the dragon warriors and they keep hitting each other and gaining that barrier and everything. It was awful. So now there's penalty damage, and this is the penalty damage. As you proceed with the turns, it will become more and more brutal. So yes, and Air Squadron support. The new system in which Air Squadron members can exchange materials will be added. But what kind of material? So is it yeah, it seems like you could give shards of the character. So interesting. We're gonna see. And of course the core memory for the new Fatecore theme. So as you can see, Shell and Chatty, and this is Corgi, or am I mistaken? I don't know what is her name, but she's a legendary, right? I believe she's a legendary. So, and there's the lucky box. You get 1 per day if you visit the shop. So now they're encouraging you to visit the shop. You don't have to pay anything, I believe. And in this box, you're gonna get this or gold. So this gold or special product, and new login for newcomers or the users that return to the game. So it doesn't apply to me at least. And this is a beautiful one. So we have the automatic daily quests. So you only have to press this once and the daily quests will be over. Of course, you're gonna have to leave it a little bit because it's gonna take time, but I don't think it's gonna be that it's good. It's good, believe me, it is good, because I don't have to press the screen for multiple times and it's very tedious. So you just leave it on auto and come back in a few minutes and it's gonna be gone. And this is a good one. So transcended heroes, now you could transcend multiple heroes at the same time. This is 3 slots. So I don't know why isn't this in the game from day one, but now it is. And the inventory, this is a big one, at least for me. Now the equipped weapons and armors will be excluded from the inventory. This is a beautiful one. Now I have like 800 or close to 900 in my inventory. Believe me, after this update it's gonna be like 100 or 150. So after this update, I'm not gonna have any problem with inventory for a long time, I believe. So I believe this was it for this batch notes. I'm really excited about a lot of the stuff in here, a lot of quality of life stuff, and of course I got my free Dorka, and of course she was included with the Fatecore. So you get Dorka with the Fatecore. The Fatecore is actually a skin, and it doesn't affect anything in her skill kit. I read all the skills and went through it, and there wasn't anything special, so it's just a skin. But if you didn't have Dorka, this is a big one, because she is one of the best generals in the game, and now you got her for free, so this is awesome. So this was it for today. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.